Hello? Hi everyone, give me a short moment. My headphones are broken, I think. Which is not the best news I could have received this evening, to be honest. It's also not the worst, but like, the only worst thing I can imagine would have been like my microphone being broken, I guess. Although my headphones are much more expensive, to be honest. They are much more expensive than my microphone. So let me see if I can... I don't even know how I would begin to fix that, to be honest. I don't know if it's my sound controller or my headphones that I don't have any others to try and see if it works. I'm gonna mute myself for a quick minute, okay? You will get the in-game audio as long as I'm muted, okay? Because I can see if they are broken by plugging them into my phone instead. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Okay, they're working on my phone, which means it's either a problem of my sound controller or Windows related. I don't know why Windows should have switched anything. With the balance and stuff. Let me take a look if I can. Wasn't there like a Windows option where you could switch between left and right balance or something? Where did that go? Why did Windows get more and more confusing? Here we go. Holy shit. The right ear was on 4, while the left ear was on 24. Oh, it's so much better now. I fixed it. I'm an IT expert, everyone. If you have any problems with your computer, just ask me. I know it all. I know all of them. Them bits and them bytes and the other stuff. Like the megas and the gigas. Whew, okay. The event story. Why are people grinding the entire event in 2 days? I don't know. Is it good? Do we... Oh, we're gonna extract... We're gonna extract once now and once after. Like, towards the end of the stream, okay? The extraction banner has a Lifetime Stew Sinclair and RB Chef de Cuisine Hirosh. What does the RB stand for? Real Bloody? Or Rare Booba? Let's extract 10. Hello everyone, hi, by the way, hi. How do I Linux? What? What? First of all, you go the Ubuntu way, okay? That's how you Linux. Rioche's Bistro, okay. Let's see. Holy moly! That's the good extraction. Oh, let's hope it's no dupes. Ooh, if he gets all this fucker. Arcane, you don't know yet. It could be two Arcob Ishmaels again or something. Wouldn't be the first time this happens to me. Okay. Let's see. Alright, that's dupe. Alright. Looks like Lambda won't have to roll again later today. I gotta. Oh, I want the pie to snack on. Yes, I want the cream pie, please. Don't quote me, by the way. Oh shit, it's Arcob Ishmael. Of course it's Arcob Ishmael. I have like 4 of them. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I got Rioche, right? So... Wait. Oh, there's new phrases? How do you see the new ones? Oh, this one. Rev up those fries. Nah. Chicken. Call me chicken if you please. No, I like the waste one actually. So, what we're gonna do now obviously is we're bringing the new Rioche to her event. Oh! They give you more plushies! Certain identities give you more plushies. Don't mind my thread count, okay? don't mind it. I went a little bit overboard, I think. So let's see. Let's level her up to 30. Here we go. No, she seems to be scaling okay, I guess. So let's uptie her to 2 and then to 3 immediately. We're gonna read her event together. Oh, it was 8 cooks, not 4. I remember now, okay. Let's take a look. Why is your friend lineup empty? Half empty? I don't know. Does anyone even use this support function, really? I haven't used it yet, properly. Oh, you're up. Charles speaks plainly. If it weren't for the visceral scenery, it could easily be mistaken for a cordial greeting to someone who just woke up from sweet slumber. Good thing you got up in time. If the work's done while the heart beats too slow, it impacts the taste. The child watches someone laid on the floor with a light cackle. The pitiful fellow writhes and struggles on the floor, unable to accept the situation. Hey, don't move too much. I told that sous chef that to sap enough wind out of the meat. Wow, that's a juicy slapping sound. The child slapped the poor fellow's cheek, her words heartless. Can't stand when the subject material tries to take the scent of the art on its own. Keep still if you don't want your LB. Even though there was no way for the victim to know that, it stood for limbs broken. Limbs or Limbus, I wonder. Hi, hello everyone. They noticed quickly enough that remaining still was the only way to prolong their life. Which makes no... Like, if you knew that you were gonna die, would you just let it happen? I don't know. Look, there's Gregor in the background. Very nice. Here's your reward for being such an OP. Oh, very juicy jabbing sound as well. The child inserted a syringe she'd been fiddling with into the victim. It's an injection of anesthetics mixed with a variety of flavoring agents. A pricey concoction that will make you the greatest work in the back streets, a delicacy. And art. Leave it to Project Moon to make cannibalism really, really enticing, actually. The child's constant rambling about art and such can be a bit confusing. One thing to note is that the back streets of District 23 are known as the Streets of Flavor. That's right, the back streets located around the nest where W.Corp is. Its culture revolves around gastronomy. The people seek good eating and derive beauty from it. Those closely related to culinary art, such as the 8 chefs and the Doscheling guides, also originate from this place. This child wants to join the ranks of the prestigious 8. She uses humans, often called one of the flowering pinnacles of artistic cuisine, as the main ingredient. Wait, last we knew, weren't like half of the 8 or even more missing because Greta ate them? Did they just get replaced? Is it like a council or something where constant new members are appointed? To that end, the child set up an establishment here and named it RB. Such acronyms must be the child's adamant preference. As one could guess, the child makes meat pies. They have been earning a certain kind of reputation among gourmets. Now, you can feel your senses numbing, yes? The child delightfully watched her victim as she examined her blade. You'd better be good material. I'm starting to run out of patience with that dull, bungling, inexperienced assistant Gregor. Clicking her tongue, the child began to grumble. Going on about how she dislikes her assistant's sluggish pace, his tendency to bring her bad ingredients, his dull cleaver damaging the goods, and so on. Well, whatever. I'll fire him the moment I rise as one of the 8 chefs. While the child complains, the victim's eyelids begin to drift shut. Why is she so annoyed? What will become of them? Their thoughts blur away, and their consciousness dims. Back to work for now. Now, smile. You're about to be at the center of an art piece. This is the longest uptie free story we've had so far, I think. Looking into the victim, the child raises her knife. Was it a coincidence that the stains of blood on her knife resembled a grin? Oh, it's cute! Oh, that's really cute! Oh, that's so cute. Cute cannibal psycho girlfriend material. Seeing her face, it looks like there's no need to wonder after all. All the 8 except Greta cooked themselves, allegedly. I like how you added that towards the end. Alright, let's take a look at her skills before we start the event proper. She gains appetite on hit, which increases the healing provided by the passive Rustle Up, and is spent when the passive activates. Rustle Up is with 5... Lust? Owned? Lust? Is it lust? After defeating an enemy, heal the ally with the lowest HP for 15 HP once per turn. If this unit has an appetite, spend it to boost the healing based on its count. It's only after defeating an enemy, which makes it meh. When an enemy is defeated, the ally with the lowest HP heals 15 HP. So her support passive is exactly the same, except for it doesn't scale with appetite. Could be pretty good if you have like 4 or 5 appetite and it heals your lowest sinner for like 38 or something, I don't know. Inflict bleed, inflict bind, inflict bleed, inflict HP healing down if target has bleed or paralyze. A 3 plus 5 with 3 coins. That's an 18! And that's a 10. I can cook anything. Can you really? How about some vegan pies? How about some creamy pies? Boost damage by 5% of target's missing HP, maximum 20. Is that a maximum of 20 damage points? That's not necessarily. Like it, depending on... well, I don't know. And with further head hits, the final coin deals more and more damage. That's like 3 plus 12, 15? 6, 9, 12, 15. 15! As uptie 3 skills go, that's mediocre actually. Skill 2 though is very strong. Oh, and she got a 4 plus 10 evade, which means she's soloable, right? You can solo with her, especially since she also has a gimmick attached to it with getting haste. Fatal against peers, ineffective. With slash, blunt as normal. Growth is alright. Good. Do we see what other identities get Bong plushie wise? No. Is she the only one that gives you a plus so far? Except I guess Gregor when you get him. Anyway, let's start the event. Hell's Chicken. You can gather some Bongi plushies, and with these you get some rewards. One of which is a Korean banner apparently. I noticed a lot of skill 3s are lust. I'm lusting after these skill 3s. S3s, nuts on bosses. I guess due to the damage bonus. Event identities and ego on the team boost the amount. Why did they have to abbreviate amount? Like, that's like 2... they saved 2 letters of Bongi plushies earned. Okay, so the event stuff gives you more Bongi plushies, I guess. We're gonna roll for the lifetimes to Sinclair later again. Guess we're gonna hit up the stages. 3.51. Chicken attack. To receive a briefing for our next mission, we arrived downtown in K-Corp's nest. As a whiff of a roasty scent was about to take the sinners for a nostalgia trip, a flock of walking raw chickens began to attack them. Are they trying to exact revenge for all their brethren that humans fried and gobbled up? Oh shit, it needs encapsulin. Okay, let's deselect. Oh shit, I'm at the wrong team. Let's use my regular team. Wait. Here you go. Who else do we take? Yeah. Let's leave it at. Actually, no, because I love the lobotomy corp remnant identity so much. And we're taking. Yeah, this is a good team. Damage with these two, some good rolls with Faust, and some good tanks with Otis and Gregor. Take Lusty Boys for the passive if you want. Yeah, I don't really need that, I don't think.
여기서 다음 임무를 위한 의뢰인을 만나기로 했습니다.
못 봐주겠고. 이젠 하다하다 심부름꾼 마냥 의뢰까지 받는 거야?
What the fuck's a frou-frou?
어? 저긴 뭐 하는 곳이지? 유난히 줄 서 있는 사람들이 많네.
이 짜릿한 향기를 모르겠어? 치킨이잖아, 그래. 그것도 비싼 오일로 바삭하게 튀긴.
They really missed a trick with promoting Ham Ham Pang Pang this time, right?
K사에서 요새 대유행 중인 보살 치킨을 모르다니 아직 K사는 헛돌아다니신 모양이군요.
Bodhisattva chicken. A man with a fastidious impression suddenly cut in on the sinner's conversation, as if he belonged to our group.
보살 치킨. 그게 무엇인가요? 답변 드립니다. 보살 치킨이란 다리 6개, 날개가 8개 달린 맛도 양도 보살이라고 명성이 자자한 치킨 가게죠.
Oh god, I can tell you that we're gonna reach that point as well. Like, meddling with nature will net us 6-legged, 8-winged chickens. I just know.
심지어 그대의 취향이 무엇이든 맞춰드립니다.
Game's quiet?
질이 좋은 육감 치킨, 살이 유독 많은 퉁퉁 치킨, 살이 쫄깃한 질겅 치킨. 자, 뭘 원하십니까?
Is it better for you now? Let's see. Now I didn't read.
언젠가 들어본 적 있는 것 같소.
웬일이래? 요즘 소식엔 누구보다도 둔할 것 같은 우리 이상 씨가?
그래서 넌 뭔데? 함부로 남 이야기에 끼어드는 꼬라지를 보니까 우리가 누구인지 제대로 모르는 모양이네.
우리가 그래서 누군데요?
저런 가게 앞을 돌아다니고 있는 저건 무엇일까요? 썩 정상으로 보이진 않는데 말이죠.
Turning around, I spotted rather strange-looking people with just as strange behavior. Isn't it K-Corp staff? What are they doing?
얼굴에 알 수 없는 가면을 뒤집어 쓰고 있는 자들이 보인다.
마스코트 뭐 그런 거 아닐까요? 자세히 보면 꽤 귀엽게 생겼을 것 같기도 해요.
It could be pretty cute. It could also be terribly horrifying.
그 마스코트를 보고 손님들이 소리를 지르면서 도망가는데요.
좀 미심쩍지만 그냥 가만히 있자고. 우리한테 딱히 다가오는 것 같지도 않고 쓸데없는 소란에 휩싸이는 건 사양하게.
Gregor sounds different, I think, somehow.
그렇네요. 딱히 다가오지는 않는군요.
그 길가에 있는 돌멩이는 갑자기 왜 줍는 거지? 응? 정체불명의 양반?
Oh, good lord. Oh, chicken-headed K-Corp security. This is horrible. What in the world did you do? Hit by the rocket, started looking around. Then it began to slowly shamble in our direction. Feels like the same Gregor to you? He sounds different to me, I don't know. Oh god, fucking, I mean, we've seen some fucked up shit. This really takes the cake for me.
어이쿠, 실수였습니다. 이걸 어쩌죠?
뻔뻔하네. 정확히 머리를 후려버렸잖아.
What's a cosiol?
우와, 자세도 상당히 안정적이었어요.
감사합니다. 과거의 도시 야구 선수가 꿈이었거든요.
그럼 그대로 대가리째 홈런을 쳐주지. 기다려.
다가오는 속도가 빨라지고 있습니다. 제 머리를 홈런시키기 전에 저것부터 해결해야 할 것 같은데요.
Who is this guy? As Ryosh furiously reached for a sheaf, those things came right for us.
장머리네요.
Thank you first.
딸기네. 그것도 생달기네요.
하늘 품은 달기 지옥에서부터 기어나온 것 같은 모습이구만. 그 뭐냐? 그 지난번에 싱클레어가 뼈 바르기 힘들다고 닭날개를 남겨서 그런 게 아닐까? 아무리 생각해도 그거밖에 안 떠오르거든.
이젠 그런 거에 안 놀라요. 그리고 결국 그것마저 로자 씨가 가져가서 남김없이 드셨어요.
I'm shivering.
이렇게 된 거 싸우는 수밖에 별다른 수가 없겠군요.
So why is this guy taking cover behind me then? Before I could complain further, the chicken-headed crowd attacked us. I know it's gonna be a boomer reference, but I don't know if any of you have ever seen... Was it Friends? I think, yeah, in Friends. Joey once had like a... It wasn't a chicken, I think. It was another poultry on his head. Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, this is better. I don't have to think as much. I just have to take a look at Ryosh's new attacks.
직접 나서지.
It should be easy, right? What's the difficulty suggestion for this?
기다리는 거 못해. 100초만 기다려줄게.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
예측대로군.
Thinking isn't going to get us anywhere. Fully agree.
키는 확실히 빼는 편이 좋지.
적들이 흔들흔들.
Fully agree, hence why we do this now. I love this attack. I love the opportunistic slash. It's so juicy. Elkop Faust is my favorite identity. I remember the chicken head thing from a Mr. Bean Christmas special. I guess it's a common thing to stick your head in food.
급한 볼일은 끝났으니까 본론으로 들어가자고. 아직 신원도 파악되지 않은 안경 양반.
Who is he calling him four-eyed?
반론합니다. 그 호칭은 같은 안경동지로서 섭섭하군요.
Yeah.
그런 건가?
신원 같은 기본적인 인적 사항은 사망 신고를 할 때도 쉽게 파악이 가능하다.
제 소개를 미처 드리지 못했군요. 명함 받으시죠? 삼조라고 합니다.
Samjo. Okay. Disregarding the growing hostility surrounding him, the man handed us his cards straight away.
K사 식량 자원 계량부의 연구소 소속?
Wow, I'm amazed that Heathcliff can even read that.
그럴듯한 단어만 잔뜩 써주면 넘어갈 줄 알았냐?
Yeah.
물론이죠. 납득과 설명은 제 전문입니다. 그러니 진정하고 잘 들으세요. 아까의 전투에서 당신들의 모습을 매우 인상 깊게 보았습니다. 특히 눈앞에서 동료가 죽어가는 광경에도 아랑곳하지 않고 적들을 후드려 패던 모습 말입니다. 심지어 몇몇 동료분은 손가락질을 하며 비웃기도 하더군요.
발목을 잡는 자들이라면 아군이고 뭐고 개의치 않아야 한다.
Otis replied to his remark with a look full of pride, even though it didn't sound close to a compliment at all.
여러분들도 보시다시피 이 가게 앞을 점령 중인 정체불명의 닭들로 인해 피해가 이만저만이 아닙니다.
근데
사장님도 몸져 누워 계시다가 방금 막 일어나셨죠.
Another man with a haggard face tottered to us, making it somewhat apparent that Samjo wasn't lying about the restaurant's owner falling ill with worry.
말씀하시면 됩니다.
그러니까 우리 치킨집은 몇 달 전 은봉이네 호프집이라는 닭집에 맞은편에 오픈하였습니다. 저희 체인점의 우수한 혈통의 닭을 사용한 맛과 푸짐한 양으로 인해 은봉이네 호프집의 손님들까지 모두 저희 가게로 넘어온 건 당연한 수순이었죠. 그런데 은봉이네 호프집의 주인이 그 사실에 충격을 먹었던 건지 다 같이 망해보자는 마음인지 돌연 기행을 일삼는 것이 아니겠습니까?
아니 뭐 그 경쟁업소에서 견제 좀 할 수도 있는 거 아니겠어?
As if to attest to the restaurant owner's woes, screams echoed from the other side of the street. Did he distort or something?
저게 뭐야?
Yeah, he must be distorted. As the supposed owner of Oinbongs, which is... sorry if I butchered the pronunciation, swung his arms while muttering something, the chickens responded in unison. The raw chickens jumped at people. They're like head crabs.
뭐죠? 닭을 지휘하는 건가요?
보통 기행이 아니었군. 얼마나 앙심을 품면 사람이 저렇게 되지?
생체 개조라도 한 것 같은 생닭들이 가게에 무단 침입을 하면서 기물을 파손하지 않나. 보신 것처럼 이젠 닭들을 뒤집어 쓴 사람들까지 생겨나고 있어요. 이대로 가다가는 가게에 크나큰 경제적 손실이 생길 겁니다.
It's interesting. The CG just now looked as if it had, what's it called? Like a cognition filter, whereas this one too. Let's hide the UI. These look cute. This one looks horrifying. This one looks really bad.
이상 눈물 나는 이야기였습니다. 여러분이 나서서 이 사건을 해결해 주실 수 있겠습니까?
That ruffled your feathers, huh, Isang? He said his name. It's so sad that this basically falls flat due to the translation. Such is his feathery song.
이상
I don't know how two words can mean so many different things. How does Korean work? I don't understand.
아무리 그래도 우린 치킨집 의뢰 같은 건 안 받는데.
평생 이용권. 의뢰를 해결해 드리면 이 매장을 평생 이용할 수 있는 파격적인 혜택을 드리도록 하죠.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
평생 이용권이요? 우리 체인점에 그런 게 있는...
시식용 치킨도 몇 개 준비해 왔습니다.
예?
Samjo personally distributed pieces of fried chicken that he certainly had his hands on.
자, 질서 있게 한 줄로 서서 받으세요. 닭의 유명 혈통별로도 종류가 있으니 취향껏 골라보시고요. 혈통마다 자랑하는 부위의 맛이 다르고 향도 풍부하다고 하죠.
You gotta wonder how... No, let's not go there for now, actually.
한 가지 맛만 골라야 하는 것이요? 다 맛있어 보이는데.
다른 맛은 미래를 위한 기대감으로 남겨두는 것은 어떻습니까? 평생 이용권이 있다면 모두 해결될 고민일 텐데요.
오, 그거 참 반박할 수 없는 말이군.
It seems Samjo has won the hearts of most of the sinners with his compelling words and fine paltry samples.
어쩌시겠습니까?
This might be the first time I've seen Heathcliff go quiet at someone's words.
그거 나쁘지 않은 의뢰군.
저기요, 우리는 황금 닭다리가 아니라 황금 가지를 찾는 게 목적 아니었어요?
Where's our Todd Wrangler? Where's Vigilius when you need him actually to keep us on track?
못 들었어? 바삭한 닭을 평생 먹게 해준다잖아.
개수 제한은 없는 거지? 그냥 끝없이 주는 거지? 포장도 되는 거고? 이러고 있으니까 옛날 생각난다. 알 사람 있으려나 모르겠네.
Here we go.
햄햄팡팡에서 파는 갓튀긴 치킨도 진짜 맛있었는데.
난 알아. 어쩌다 돈이 생기는 날엔 조직원들이랑 외식하러 가기도 했지.
Oh, Heathcliff was a syndicate member? Also, having a cheeky one with the lads. This is such a translator moment, isn't it?
하우스트 씨, 빨리 말해주세요. 무슨 사칙이나 조항 같은 거 있을 거 아니에요.
Faust was deep in thought by her lonesome.
그러죠.
의뢰를 수락하겠어요.
예?
This might also be the first time I've seen Ishmael taken aback to this extent.
아니 파우스트 씨, 혹시 정신이 잠깐 나가신 거예요?
이스마일, 아무리 그래도 말은 가렸어 좀.
글쎄요. 파우스트는 대체로 정신이 나가 있는 편입니다.
Yeah.
오랜만에 다 같이 마음이 좀 통하네. 응?
Faust, are you serious? You're taking a request over free chicken?
정확히 말하자면 뒤틀림 현상의 해결이죠, 단테.
Oh! This is full of references, it seems. Distortion phenomenon?
뒤틀림이라 그게 뭔가요?
명확히 모르는 이들이 많을 겁니다. 도시 곳곳에서 발생하고 있지만 대중적으로 공표된 적은 없으니까요.
아,
통상적으로 인간이라 부를 수 없는 형태로 변하는 형상이라고 알고 있다. 원인은 불명, 형태도 제각각이었지.
설명만 들어서는 모르겠네요. 환상체 같은 건가?
아니, 그들은 환상체랑은 다르게 알로 변하지 않는다. 완전히 숨이 끊어지기도 하지.
This is the exposition for like newer people, right? That don't know about distortions yet.
전에 몇 번 본 적도 있었다.
회사 내부에는 뒤틀림 현상 자문 해결사가 속해 있는 부서인 LCD가 존재해요. 작은 규모의 부서이긴 하지만 그만큼 눈여겨보고 있는 현상이라는 뜻이죠.
So the owner of Oinbongs has turned into one of those distortion things?
맞아요. 사람이 단순히 미쳐버린 것만으로는 생각들을 갑자기 진두지휘할 수는 없으니까요.
What? Is it supposed to look like this?
역시 그렇죠? 파우스트 씨가 잠깐 헷가닥 하신 줄 알고 제가 직접 나서서 정신을 차리게 해야 하나 싶었잖아요.
왜 방금까지 메이스를 꽉 쥐고 있었던 거지, 이스마일?
옳소! 사상자가 생기기 전에 우리가 나서야지 않겠어?
I like the sound of that.
저? 입에 소스 묻었다 꼬맹이.
I like the sound of that too. I watched this Roddy wipe Don Quixote's mouth clean. Oh, please let it be licking.
그럼 의뢰를 수락한 걸로 알고 연락을 기다리고 있겠습니다.
Alright, I guess this will have been the longest story segment here because it's been half an hour and we did one fight. I should get experience with this. Interesting. So I should equip sinners that aren't leveled yet, actually. Hen Havoc. To receive a briefing for our next mission, we arrived downtown in K-Cop's Nest. As a whiff of a roasty scent was about to take the sinners for a nostalgia trip, a flock of walking raw chickens began to attack them. Are they trying to exact revenge for all the brethren that humans fried and gobbled up? I think I've read this before. It seems like anyone unleveled, please come here. I don't really care about your passives, to be honest. Yeah, it's okay. Here we go, to battle. And there is a ham and pang. I can't show with my mouse. There's a ham and pang pang. I'm showing with my finger in the background. We'll see how far we get if I just like pull the chain, basically. It shouldn't be too hard. The game is very easy at times. Come on. So how long is the event? Will I take 3 streams or? Hopefully not. You get tickets for when people are max level? Do you? Level 30 sinners give you tickets instead. Ah shit, I don't need the experience then. I need to switch it over again. Okay, he will clean this up, it looks like. Not quite. should speed it up.
적들이 흔들흔들 기회.
I just want to get through the story. Like grinding I will do on my own actually. You can get it in about 2 hours. Even if you're reading, really?
100초만 기다려줄게.
Yeah, okay, that's some good damage. That's some good fucking damage. Finally some good fucking damage, yeah. I like that. The game has gotten to the point where it's so easy due to the sanity rework that I do think that a difficulty spike is in order.
두렵진 않네. 두렵진 않네. 이제 쓸만해졌고. 이제 쓸만해졌고.
Sanity trivialized again. I fully, like 95% chance to hit heads is a little bit too high. I have to be honest.
어디에서나
Check the upper right corner, you can see how many encounters there are. Does it tell you? It doesn't tell you that, like, sinners give you bongy plushies, does it? Like, max level sinners, but whatever. Oh, there's only 10 encounters, holy shit, yeah, okay. This one didn't even have a story. Hell's Chicken. One idea we came up with to unravel the distortion was to present some chicken-based cooking that would appease it. The sinners confidently start preparing their dishes, but shouldn't they put their cigarettes out first? I don't know, should they? So we're gonna change everyone to max level again. Shit. Oh, thank God I have a max level for everyone though. Except for the ones that I currently take with me. Apparently Hong Lu is level 7. Here we go. He's the only one that will level now.
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
The music is really good. Consistently, it's the one thing they just never fail, apparently, is the music. What are we supposed to do to resolve a distortion?
간단해요.
Simple, we kill the Batman. Faust seemed to have a habit of prefacing her expositions with a disclaimer about the simplicity.
뒤틀림이 생긴 이의 마음을 열게 하면 될 겁니다. 경계를 풀고 스스로 마음을 내보일 수 있도록 말이죠.
그렇군. 견갑골을 꺼내야 하나? 아니면 복장뼈?
So it's like lubing them up, but up there in their head, lubing up their mind.
속을 직접 내보이는 방법이라. 그 방식도 흥미롭군요.
First off, we probably should visit Oinbong's place and figure some things out.
생각들이 돌아다니고 있어요. 위생에 좋지 않을 텐데.
Sinclair, I thought you toughened up, my boy. They look like the things that were on those people's heads earlier. I don't know what they are, but we shouldn't get too close to... Unfortunately, I'd forgotten that around 80% of the sinners valued my suggestions less than the cooing of a random pigeon on the roadside.
그래서 이 닭들을 족치면 그 집에서 치킨을 평생 먹을 수 있다는 거지?
Oh, I can see Heathcliff actually like bludgeoning everything to death with his big bat. His big black bat. That stab. I get it. That one was slice them all bare. Provoked, the raw chicken slapped into the air. Heathcliff's face was then devoured by one of them. Heathcliff! Heathcliff stood in silence with the raw chicken adorning his head. That must have doubled his brain cells. It was quite the sight, much to my terror.
전 지금 히스클리프 씨 쪽이 더 괜찮은 것 같은데요? 지성적으로 보이잖아요.
어떻게 단테? 빨리 시계 돌려.
But then... Nothing would stop me from rewinding here, but the problem is... What if my head turns into a chicken while the clock's working?
그게 그거라뇨.
시계 대가리나 닭 대가리나 무슨 차이가 있다고 유난인지 모르겠군.
It looked like Sinclair was the only one actually worried about Heathcliff.
히스클리프 씨, 괜찮으세요?
있지. 분리가 안 되면 이대로 우리 마스코트로 써먹어보는 건 어때?
What's the deal with you and mascots anyway? God, there's more behind him. Look at this shit. Jesus Christ.
저걸 보시오. 히스클리프 씨가 다른 닭들과 대화를 나누고 있어.
It must have been a fun day when they were translating this.
수다쟁이가 되었네요, 히스클리프 씨.
히스클리프 씨가 대화를 한다기보단 얼굴에 씌워져 있는 저 닭이 히스클리프 씨의 몸을 빌려서 말하는 것 같군요.
나는 실수. 히스클리프 씨와 나중에 타오르는 석양의 해결사들 코스프레를 같이 하고 싶었단 말이오. 생닭머리를 해가지고선 그 코스튬을 해봤자 저대로는 비웃음만 당할 것이오.
Fixes del atardecer ardiente. I have no idea what this means. To avoid the gathering crowd, we shoved Heathcliff into the interior of Oinbong's bar and friars and followed behind him.
이 닭대가리 도저히 못 봐주겠군. 정신이 바짝 돌아오도록 만들어주지.
Otis grabbed the raw chicken on Heathcliff's head with one hand and began to slap it ruthlessly with a spear. Yeah, they recorded one slapping sound and thought, we need to make this count. Furiously.
타격 소리가 적군의 포로를 심문할 때의 세기와 유사했다.
Wait, how do you know this? Did we interrogate an enemy before and Mersault was there? Or?
정신 차릴 기색이 보이지 않는다. 어쩔 수 없겠어. 닭머리를 통째로 뽑아내겠다.
그렇게 막 무 뽑듯이 뽑아도 되는 거야? 그러다가 얼굴 가죽이라도 벗겨지면 어떡해?
답답하군. 설사 얼굴 가죽이 벗겨져도 관리자님이 계시니까 괜찮은 거다.
No, seriously, it's really not fine for me, Otis, and I can't just... Despite her opposition, Otis began jostling the chicken with all her might. I heard something here. It didn't actually come off, did it? Huh?
정신이 드나?
Fixes from the burning dusk is what it meant. Okay.
이번에 왜 이상한 국물이?
히스, 계속 이상한 말들을 중얼거리면서 닭들이랑 진지하게 대화를 나눴어. 기억나?
그러고 보니 뭔가 대화가 머릿속에 들어왔던 것 같기도 한데.
It's the first time Heathcliff heard a voice in his head, apparently.
뭐라더라? 무슨 레시피를 잃어버렸다고 했는데 손님을 모이게 하는 비장의 요리법이었는데 그게 없어진 이후론 손님이 발길을 뚝 끊어서 그 후론 주인님이 갑자기 이상해지더니 우리들을 감염시키고.
Hey, we have a bot in the chat, everyone. Round of applause for the bot.
지금 닭들이랑 우리라고 한 거예요?
젠장, 아직까지도 닭도리들의 영향이 혼란스럽군.
쟤네 이름이 닭돌이였나요?
Headhands. If the distortion happened because he lost his recipe, then maybe we can somehow recreate it for him?
얼추 근접한 답안에 도달해낸 것 같군요.
Quick, everyone! If you don't have a girlfriend, distort! They will get you one!
뒤틀림에 대해 밝혀진 건 많이 없지만 선악, 아니 마음이 산산이 허물어졌을 때 발생한다고 알려져 있죠.
Sounds like you just pivoted away from good and evil because that version would get too long for you to border.
가령 홍루 씨가 도시를 살아가면서 절대 변하지 않을 거라고 확신했던 믿음이 있었을 거예요. 혹은 삶을 지탱하고 있던 희망이라 불리는 무언가가 있었을 수도 있겠죠. 그게 한순간에 무너졌다면, 나를 놓아버리게 될 정도로 커다란 충격을 받는다면 마음이 허물어지겠죠.
뭐 그럴 수도 있겠네요.
뭐 잘난 도련님 인생에서 일어난 대단한 충격이라 봤자 용돈 뺏기는 거 아니겠어?
용돈은 받은 적도 없었던걸요? 원할 때마다 쓸 수 있었는데 굳이 받을 필요는 없잖아요.
Honglu's like the queen. Apparently the queen never had to take like an ID with her because she could just show like a pound note or something.
뭐야? 그럼 뭐였는데?
알고 있다고 생각했는데 지금은 떠오르지 않네요.
즉, 정리를 해드리자면 뒤틀림은 발생자만 알 수 있는 원인 모를 심리적 충격으로 인해 벌어진 현상. 단단히 마음의 벽을 쌓아올린 상태라고 말할 수 있죠.
My chapter isn't up yet, so I won't explain. Yeah, or maybe they don't even need yet. They don't even know yet.
이 벽을
They must know.
뒤틀림이 원하는 방식을 통해서 허물어야 합니다.
I mean, the egos, the base egos are like... we've talked about these. They are like hints, right?
여기서 뒤틀림이 원하는 방식이라 한다면? 당뇨리겠군 그래.
Gregor took a confident step forward after saying that.
전쟁통에서 남은 음식을 모아 전우들에게 통조림을 이용한 요리를 해준 적이 많았지.
Someone get that cockroach out of the kitchen!
트라우마에 시달리던 군인들도 전부 감동의 눈물을 흘리며 다 같이 퍼먹었어. 방금 누가 콧김 소리를 냈던 것 같은데 내가 잘못 들은 거겠지?
웃기는군. 벌털 주제에 어디서 요리를 운운하는 거지? 니놈, 차라리 그 집게로 햄버거 패티나 굽는 편이 낫겠고.
CF. Creepy fucker? Cockroach fucker? Cock? fumbler?
와, 그레고르 씨가 가게를 차린다면
What does CF stand for?
되는 거네요?
Someone explain, please.
료슈, 그거 벌레 털보란 뜻이었지. 그래도 뭔가 집게 사장이라는 호칭은 마음에 드는군. 갑자기 머리가.
요리는 말이지. 혀, 그리고 거미시키는 대로 하는 것이다. 전쟁통에서 마구잡이로 해먹은 음식을 진정 요리라고 부를 가치가 있는가?
오, 방금 명대사 나왔어.
심지어 료슈 씨가 줄여 말하지도 않았어요.
있어 보이는 말이긴 하지만 저자한테서 들으니까 기분이 거시기하군. 그런데 요리는 해본 적이 있나, 료슈?
The game would really benefit from more CGs, actually, I think. Even though I like the regular style more than the CG style, I think it would be easier to show, don't tell at times.
당연. 시답지 않은 니놈이 상상조차 할 수 없는 경지의 요리를 해봤지.
이거 점점 열받네.
그럼 나는 료슈 편.
Wow! What a backstabbing bitch! I thought Gregor was your babe!
갑자기 편을 나누는 이유는 뭐지?
재밌잖아.
그리고 자연스럽게 료슈 편에 선 이유는?
그래, 우린 그동안 너무 가까웠어. 오늘만큼은 벽을 좀 더 보자고.
Oh wow, she's gonna... Gregor's gonna watch. At the end of the day, Gregor's gonna watch her get destroyed by some... Most likely by Heathcliff's big black bat. Heathcliff, having shaken off the dizziness, walked to Gregor's side.
그러니까 저 자식을 박살내면 이긴다. 이거지?
아니 박살내는 게 아니라
설마 부하들에게 통조림을 먹였다는 말인가? 군인의 수치구나. 참고로 난 즉석식품파다.
I was about to say, like, shouldn't she be really, like, into that, actually? But okay. Apparently there's something worse than canned food.
그냥 입맛이 다른 것 뿐이잖아.
유치하네요, 정말. 이런 걸로 편가르기나 하고 싶어요.
Oh, whose side is she gonna take?
그래서 이수는 어느 쪽이야? 만약에 수감자 음식 담당자를 그렉이나 류슈 중에 꼭 한 명 선택해야 한다면 말이야.
수작 부리지 마. 이스마엘 저 친구는 초반부터 나랑 생각이 좀 통했던 사이라고.
You know who I would choose? I would choose Sinclair, and I would choose the naked apron every day. Every single day. Sinclair naked apron. Please, make that a thing. I don't care about the other sinners. In spite of Gregor's confidence, Ishmael's face and posture betrayed a sense of awkwardness. Oh, god damn it! Is it like boys versus girls?
그레고르 씨의 통조림 음식은 소시적에 배 위에서 지긋지긋하게 많이 먹어서요.
왜 눈을 못 마주치는 거야, 이스마엘? 어?
Ishmael took a few sluggish steps backward to stand next to Rioche. Her eyes never looked up to meet Gregor. Wow. She knows she did a bad thing there, I think. Even though there wasn't much rapport to begin with, I could hear what little trusting bond existed between the two fall apart. Don Quixote had glued herself to Gregor's back before I noticed. Her face was off color. What do you mean her face was off color?
사실 이전에 버스에서 닭꼬치를 먹을 때 나 보고 말았어. 저자가 무슨 짓을 했는지.
Oh, what did she do? What did Rioche do?
닭꼬치 뭘 했는데?
그거는 참아 입에 담을 수조차 없어.
Oh, now I need to take a look at. Was that chapter 2 where they got chicken skewers? Or was that chapter 3? Must have been chapter 2, right? Now I need to take a look at the CG to see what Rioche did.
이런 그걸 보고만 건가?
Chapter 3? Okay.
닭꼬치의 궁극적인 맛을 내기 위한 나만의 비법이었지.
Don Quixote shuddered violently. Soon enough, Hong Lu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes. Actually, you know what? I'm really curious. Pardon me. I'm gonna look up the CG. Gonna show you guys as well, don't worry. Just have it right here on my hard drive. Where's shit? You can't really tell what she's doing there. This is the one, right? Karen's face. She's all the way in the back. How did Don even spot it? She looks so occupied with her skewer. What did she do? God damn it. What is happening with Mersault? He just squeezed the sauce all over himself. Heathcliff is the funniest one in this one, actually. She's cooking it with a... Oh yeah, it's a lighter! It's a lighter, you're right! Ah, good catch, good catch. They got steaks at the end of chapter 2. I remember them eating, but I couldn't remember when the skewering stuff was. But of course, the chicken skewer was at the end of chapter 3 because people were also nailed in chapter 3. Okay, so let's get back to the game. Soon enough, Hong Lu went to Gregor's side with a sparkle in his eyes.
살면서 애완동물 사료 같은 음식들도 한 번쯤은 먹어봐야 하지 않겠어요? 전 그레고르 씨를 응원할게요.
Tell me you wouldn't fuck that Hong Lu if it didn't know his gender, okay? He looks like a female. Holy shit, he looks so much like Carmen, actually, a little bit.
그래, 그거 참 고마워, 홍루.
Hong Lu stood behind Gregor, wearing a kind smile on his face.
파우스트, 당신이야말로 누구보다 합리적인 선택을 할 수 있겠지?
Nah, Faust is gonna join. Let me guess, Faust is gonna join the girls and Sinclair.
글쎄요. 파우스트는 종종 모험을 즐기기도 하죠.
It's gonna be a double reverse harem situation with like Don Quixote on this side and Sinclair on this one, isn't it? With that profound remark, Faust took her place behind Rioche.
이해가 안 돼요. 왜 이렇게 저희끼리 편을 나누는 거예요?
어이, 그태 말 늦이다. 살아남을 길을 고르든가 아니면 꺼져.
그딴 태평한 말을 하기에는 늦었다는 건가요?
How are they understanding her? Sinclair, you might be linked to Rioche on a spiritual level at this point. Rioche's ruthless remark made Sinclair trudge to her side. I knew it. I knew it! Oh boy, no!
나는 선택하지 않겠소. 그대들에게 겸허히 골라지겠소.
Okay.
저건 필요 없어. 가져.
Also, is that a little hit of side boob we see here? His son was placed on Gregor's feet without him moving a muscle. It's like auto-balancing. Lastly, Mersault quietly stood behind Greg. Like, Mersault 100% auto-balanced himself due to the numbers. He's that kind of artist, I know. Pointing at my screen right now with my finger.
사실 좀 감동받았어. 비록 우리가 평소에 많은 대화를 나누지 못했지만 이렇게 먼저 다가와줘서 난
그저 적은 인원수가 있는 곳으로 가는 편이 올바른 균형.
Oh yes! Yes! Oh, I love Mersault so much. He's like the perfect human being. I wish everyone was Mersault. I just wish we had 12 of them. Oh, the hijinks. Someone proclaimed that they saw tears well up in Gregor's eyes at that moment. With the teams decided, we entered the kitchen of Oinbongs, looking for a suitable place to cook. It looks somewhat dirty, to be honest. I don't know, the potatoes are on the floor. I'm not sure this chicken is good still. The dishes are unwashed. Someone distorted in here. But okay, if you want to cook, then cook. Am I gonna have to do the taste testing then for you, or can I can't even eat? I'm a clock. It had become a long neglected mess with traces of foul rampage. However, Riosh and Gregor kicked stray plates and utensils out of their way, like it was none of their business. Because it isn't, and then took their spots. Hang on, are we allowed to do all this in someone else's restaurant?
망측식 따위. 알게.
어차피 망하기 직전의 식당이라고요?
그래. 우리는 뒤틀림을 해결하는 게 목표라며.
An angered flock of chickens fluttered to intimidate the sudden intruders, but much to their dismay,
방해하면 다 태워버린다.
you guys look more in sync now. What did sync stand for again? I can't remember. It was something funny though. Where do Virgil and Sharon stand? In the bus. That's where they stand.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Oh, are these abnormality battles now? Oh yeah, they are. Wait, what kind of numbering do they have? They have like 0011128A? It's a very long number.
대성공이야. 가름 신나. 노래 부를까?
Okay, two of them are down.
적들이
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
기회 아니야?
Virgil would walk out of the kitchen. Virgil would have killed them all already if he was here. Head chicken is a Half-Life reference. Oh, how did you come up with that? They're very cute like this. I like them. I like the bloody one. Or maybe it's sauce. They should be weak to peers. They should be weak to everything, actually.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
The chickens are very cute. Oh my god. The CG just now. Riosh and Gregor radiated a burning viciousness. Is this murderous aura supposed to be part of the culinary experience?
그딴 레시피 따위. 어차피 깡통 요리 중 하나 아닌가?
생존 요리로 이길 레시피는 없지.
어이 노랭이, 닭 가져와.
Sinclair?
네?
이상 씨, 미안하지만 이 통조림을 좀 따주겠어?
Oh, this is not ideal.
그리하겠어.
Okay. The sights and sounds filling the kitchen seemed at least somewhat proper. I can hear knives hitting the cutting boards, broth boiling up in pots, and fire sizzling on cigarettes. Huh? What do you hear smoking in the kitchen? The two remained silent. The ash is gonna really bring out the flavor, you know. Of course, as expected, the sound of cigarette being snuffed out only came from Gregor's side. Yeah, it looks like Rioche is more up to snuffing other things.
어라, 언제 다 해치웠담? 이제 가도 되죠?
Alright. Hell's Chickapalooza!
잘 되었으면 좋겠네요.
These story segments are very long. I know it's like a story event and stuff, but in Arknights I just skip through these, to be honest.
운이 따라준다면
You can always reread them later, that's the thing.
단테님 봤어요?
What made Project Moon come up with this idea for an event? That's an interesting question, actually. I bet they were trying to think up something that would explain the distortion phenomenon. But why didn't they just go full ham pang pang? I wonder. Why did they... Oh no! Why did they all attack the same one, you fuckers! I hate win rate in abnormality battles. Jesus Christ.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Maybe they thought it would be bad publicity to show their own restaurant distorting or something.
너무 쉽군요.
That's why they came up with a fictional one.
늦으면 네피랑 먼저 갈
직접
거야.
나서지.
Wow.
가론
Oh, some
신나.
good damage.
노래 부를까?
This one doesn't look okay. It looks almost as if it had Tiberium on its back or something.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트
직접 나서지.
잘하라고 했잖아.
단테님 봤어요?
빈틈 투성이로군.
Okay.
적들이 흔들흔들.
Oh, guys, come on. What the fuck?
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
너무 쉽군요. 쓰러졌고.
They're seasoned? Yeah, I mean, I would eat something seasoned in Tiberium as well, but I'm also like pretty weird. Oh, come on, Gregor. That one's on you.
직접 나서지.
기회 아니야?
쓰러졌고.
11 distorted herbs and spices. It's a secret recipe.
생각보다 날뛰어버렸군. 책상에서만 썩기 아까운 솜씨인걸?
I like how they added the fact that you can get like leveling up tickets when you do whatchamacallit, the stages as well. It wasn't in the beginning of the game. They added it afterwards. Split into two groups to sit as present the dishes. I still don't get how this turned into a competition, but in any case, they have a long way to go to sate the distorted restaurant's owner's palate. Or anyone else's, if I'm being honest here.
몸 좀 풀어볼까요?
I sat at Gregor's dish for a good while. What, is this Gregor?
밀리터리 서바이벌 음식이랄까?
Did he really eat this in the military?
관리자 양반, 기억 잃었다고 하지 않았어? 언제부터 음식에 대해 그렇게 섬세하게 평가했나?
Well, losing your memories doesn't mean that you lose your taste buds, you know. Gregor lost his usual calm demeanor and suddenly snapped at me. I looked at Rioche serving next. I felt like I was looking at a brand new work of art. As in, I had no idea what it was supposed to be. Rioche, just to make sure, you didn't mistake our objective with assassinating the distorted restaurant owner, did you?
닥쳐. 시계라네요.
Oh god! Heathcliff and Mersault had caught the owner of Oinbonks and put him in a seat in the meantime. Yeah, just catch the distortion and just bondage it to a chair and we're gonna cook next to it. What's the worst that could happen? We started by feeding him Ryosh's cooking. He's gonna die. He's gonna die due to like food poisoning.
뒤틀림의 언어는 해석하기 어렵군요. 반복되는 패턴과 음료를 기반으로 연구해본다면 70시간 이상은 소요될 거예요.
네? 그때 동안 여기서 치킨을 튀길 수는 없어요.
Wait, I think I can hear his voice in my head.
흥미롭군요. 지금까지 모은 황금가지와 단테씨 머리와의 공명으로 인한 영향일 수도 있겠어요.
Or my head is its own distortion. I think I just heard a staggering statement, but the owner's cries are too distracting.
저자가 뭐라고 하는 거지?
A funeral procession in my mouth. Is your cooking theme poultry apocalypse? He asks.
좋아. 오늘이야말로 그 시계를 몸통과 분리해주겠어.
I was just relaying his review. Relaying even.
둘이 사이좋게 보내주마.
자만했군 요슈. 자신감 넘치는 그 태도는 좋았지만 이 숙련된 경험을 따라잡지는 못하지. 자자, 내 차례군. 입 크게 벌리시게나.
How is he even cooking with? I mean, I'm sure there are people that cook with one hand, but how is he doing it with one hand?
이번에야말로 마음을 열고 있는 건가?
He's wondering if it was sludged up from the food waste dumpster outside. Looks like both your dishes failed. The Owen and his chickens came at us with growls, as if to express their master's anger in full. I guess both can't actually cook. It's like me starting a puzzle game. Oh, everyone knows that nothing will happen. Nothing successful, at least. But I do still think that I'm gonna get through it sooner or later. Pretty much cooking with Jack and Kai's cooking mix. I only know cooking with Jack, and like that is some of the most disgusting stuff, to be honest. Did we just get healed?
No.
97 damage for like 2 tail coins. It's pretty good actually.
무슨 맛일까?
제대로 들어갔습니다.
적들이 흔들흔들.
Oh, fuck you guys, I swear to God.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요. 쓰러졌고.
I don't know how the win rate feature just doesn't work when it comes to abnormality battles. Such a goddamn shame. Oh my god, we fight against Papa Bongi. The reaction wrought by the sinner's cooking loses HP by 40% of max HP. If the part isn't broken, gain 1 damage for each living raw chicken. The chicken bucket. It's on its back. Alright, we're gonna win rate first. How do you win rate against enemies with no attacks? Even if you choose damage, it doesn't work, okay? It could at least try to make an effort. Just like you, Otis, you know? You could also try to make an effort. Look! It win rates against a staggered enemy with 2 attacks! It's the exact same attack, actually. 5 plus 3 with 2 coins. God damn it, guys, I thought you had like full sanity. What's going on now?
쓰러졌군.
Great.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트
운이
잘하라고
따라준다면
있잖아.
좋겠네요. 쓰러졌군.
Here we go. What's happening?
재밌네요.
He's dead next turn.
그래서 카론이
Just gonna
안전벨트
full
잘하라고
focus him
있잖아.
now.
직접 나서지.
Not dead yet.
흔들흔들. 기회
무슨 맛일까?
아니야?
Here we go. Actually took some damage now. Interesting.
그래서 카론이 안전벨트 잘하라고
Focus the
있잖아.
bucket. I don't know. I don't know about them buckets. Like all games of Project Moon, they're all about buckets, and I don't really get it. 3 out of 5, he says.
이 숫자는 뭐야?
5의 기회 중 2를 소비하였다. 이런 뜻이 아닐까 하오만.
Guess each team can prepare another dish then? How's that sound? Just like that, thus began Limbus Company's petite cooking competition.
자, 역할군을 한 명씩 정해보지. 어차피 다 실패할 거죠. 홍루 씨는 혹시 뭐 부엌에 들어가 본 적은 있나?
제 방엔 부엌이라는 게 따로 없었어요. 어렸을 땐 간식 얻어 먹으려고 집 2층에 있던 대식당에 몰래 간 적은 있긴 했죠.
You gotta really wonder about rich people in the city. How rich do rich people need to be in the city? They should be obscenely rich. Because even being in a nest is like being an upper class citizen. So this is like another level.
그다음 이상 씨.
며칠 전에 다 같이 유통기한 지난 우유 먹고 혼자만 얼굴 멀쩡했던 놈 아니야?
Why did you guys drink spoiled milk?
폐까지 스며드는 센슈얼한 냄새였어.
Isang just literally imagined the smell. He pondered the fragrance.
돈키호테. 아까부터 목 상태가 안 좋은 거야?
내게 맡겨보는 것은 어떻소?
She said this with a bashful expression, her hands behind her back.
돈키호테. 이거 꼬맹이들 장난하는 시간 아니야.
꼬맹이 아니요. 그리고 저쪽 팀에서는 싱클레어 군한테도 요리 시켜주는데 왜 여기는 안 시켜주는 것이오?
Oh, is it Sinclair versus Don now?
달기 너무 들쑥날쑥하게 잘렸다. 반듯하게 잘라야지. 허리는 더 펴고.
네.
꼬맹이, 이건 너무 삼삼한 거 아니야? 난 좀 더 달짝지근하게 했으면 좋겠어.
Damn, what I wouldn't give to be Sinclair right now.
달게요? 설탕이 어디 있더라?
파우스트가 보았을 땐 불세기를 더 강하게 해야 한다는 판단이 드는군요.
저건 안 돼. 칼 쓰는 솜씨부터가 글러먹었어.
다들 그러지 말고 직접 거들지 그래요.
확실히 싱클리어 정도면 믿을만 할 것 같네. 도련님 입맛이 적당히 까다로울 거고.
잠깐, 왜 나한텐 아무도 요리해보란 말을 안 하냐? 잘 봐, 내가 계란 정도는... 안돼! 젠장! 프라이팬이 왜 달궈진 거야? 뜨거워서 뒤질 뻔했네!
I could see that. Like him just fucking nearly killing himself in the kitchen. Everyone watched as the pan Heathcliff threw hit a wall and broke into pieces.
이 식당 최소 140여일은 청소하지 않은 것 같은 곰팡이 냄새와 잡내가 난다.
It's a very specific amount of days.
차라리 밖에서 요리를 하는 게 위생상 더 안전할 수도 있다.
나도 시켜주시오. 요리.
How dare you mess up our kitchen? You reckon with our wrath for your foul deed? Oh, the foul deed. That one was a little bit too low hanging on the fruit tree. It just felt like that's what it was saying.
자, 힘내자. 그레고르.
You know, ungeziefer should have no place in the kitchen, to be honest.
이 정도면 조기 소진 걱정은 안 해도 되겠는걸.
A chicken in another hand. Let's go. I'm knocking this out here. The VAs really picked this garbage to go all out on. I don't know. I'm not VA wise. I'm not feeling it as hard as I do like the monologues yet. But from a general quality, they are all great actually already. Obviously, there are some that we haven't heard much from at this point, like Hong Louis, Sang, and Mersault. And this is the most we've heard of Rioche so far, but yeah.
적들이 흔들흔들 기회 아니야?
Wait, did you just fucking corrode Faust? what was going on there? No! Why? Now we got attack power down due to you. God damn it. Why even? It was turn 2. What happened? I guess it, like, judging by the blood fountain, it was just that time of the month, wasn't it, Faust? It's okay.
적들이 흔들흔들 기회 아니야?
Somebody didn't read? No. Reading? What is that? Fluid Sac Faust is just too good. I can think of at least 2 better things than Fluid Sac Faust. One of them being Fluid Sacking Faust myself. Do they give me like sanity loss when I kill them or something? I like the bonk sound when they attack you.
적들이 흔들흔들
No, guys! No! No! Stop. Hammer time.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
제대로 들어갔습니다.
너, 맛, 취, 이제 쓸만해졌고.
Here we go. That was a very good opportunistic slash. Shank that chicken. That's right. Period Faust? Period Faust.
어디에서나
She got dodged by that chicken and that absolutely ruined her. It really ruined her day apparently. Look, she fluid sacked all over the floor in a little CG as well. Either that or it's the intestines and blood from this corpse, but I can't tell. Oh my god, we're halfway through by now. Okay. Iron Chicken Chef. The owner's reaction couldn't have been worse. We only have a few chances remaining too. It looks like our only option is to count on the sinners who seem like they know their stuff, I hope. Who knows their stuff? Which one of these sinners would you trust a spatula with or something? Can anyone tell me what this food is meant to be?
한수나오. 관리자나리 초콜릿이라는 거 참 맛있지 않소? 그래서 넣었지.
Chocolate chicken?
그리고 난 감자가 싫기 때문에 비슷해 보이는 오렌지를 대신 넣었어.
Okay, chocolate and orange is okay together, but
뭐? 누구 마음대로 감자를 빼냐? 이거 어이없는 새끼네.
okay, but why is the chicken so brutally torn to bits? Like chocolate, orange, and chicken, though. It's not a combination you would want in a restaurant.
우리 동네에서는 손으로 닭을 쭉쭉 찢어 먹곤 하였지. 참 별미가 아닐 수 없어.
Is he talking about pulled pork? No, wait, that's pork. Is there a thing like pulled chicken? And what's this black thing? What's a lump of coal in the pan?
이거 가만 보니까 입도 없는 놈이 트심만 잡네. 너 이거 먹어볼 줄이나 아냐?
I have no mouth. And I must scream. The chickens rushed at us under the distorted restaurant owner's short yet decisive order. You can pull other meats. I gotta be honest, guys. Girls. Everyone else. I've never eaten pulled pork before.
무슨 맛일까?
I just don't think it looks appealing.
예측대로 빈틈투성이로군.
대성공이야. 가론 신나. 노래 부를까?
Wow, what the fuck was that just now? It rolled an 18? Bonk. I need that bonk sound. Can someone extract that for me, please? I love the bonk sound.
단테님 봤어요? 너무 쉽군요.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회.
Oh, come on, guys. You're smarter than this. Jesus Christ.
명령대로
다음에 부탁해요.
쓰러졌고 피는 확실히 빼는 편이 좋지. 이제 쓸만해졌고.
Pulled pork is actually very nice. I do agree it isn't the nicest looking food.
100초만 기다려줄게.
Yeah, it looks a little bit like...
운이
Not gonna say
따라준다면
it.
좋겠네요.
Gonna eat some nice sausages tomorrow. We're grilling again. Oh yeah! I love a good grilling. Ah. Makes my boomer heart flutter. I can tell you that.
너 맛.
131 damage with not even all of them hitting heads.
적들이 흔들흔들.
I can see some serious solo Rioche opportunities in the future.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
Hot damn. Faust.
너무 쉽군요.
Wasn't a single head in there.
빈틈투성이로군.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회.
운이 따라준다면 좋겠네요.
They're weak to slash? They should be weak to everything. They are chickens. But then again, chickens can be very, very
적들이
vicious.
흔들흔들.
직접
기회.
나서지.
아니야.
Pulled pork mac and cheese is really good. Like, that's the most American thing you've ever said, Spiria. Holy fucking shit. I can't imagine anything more American except for if you said, mix it in my milkshake, please. Holy shit. Okay.
이게 어떻게 된 일이오? 먹지도 않았는데 숫자가 깎여버리지 않았어.
He says it's not even worth evaluating since what you said of it scared away his appetite.
주인이 뱉었던 음절수에 비해 너무 해석이 길지 않나?
울소, 철회해 주시오.
Hold it, let me ask you guys this first. Have any of you even tasted this thing? They don't dare. Oh, humming dawn that is my new spirit animal. You can't just feed others things you haven't tried yourselves. We're trying to please someone here. Yeah, always suck your own dick first before you suck others, okay?
시계 자식. 오랜만에 맞는 소리를 하는군. 누가 먹어볼래?
The tension was thicker than when we were preparing for battle.
나를 그런 눈으로 보지 마시오.
이 한 몸 희생해서 세상의 빛을림을 돌려놓을 수만 있다면.
Yeah, stick it in Don's mouth. Come on, guys. We can do that. Don Quixote shut her eyes tight. Brace yourself.
아무나 좀 먹어보란 말이야.
Heathcliff grabbed the lump out of the serving and shoved it into the nearest person's mouth. Oh. Ooh. I didn't have this in mind, but... Okay. Mersault stood completely still at the unexpected taste test. Did it kill him on the spot?
이번에 본인은 정말 아무 짓도 하지 않았어. 베르길리우스 나리가 혹여라도 책임을 묻는.
She's really scared. Mersault turned to Heathcliff very slowly.
뭐?
전반적으로 간이 잘못되었다. 닭고기를 적절하게 익히지 못하여 비린내와 잡내를 잡는 것에 실패했고 소스는 지나치게 걸쭉해서 깊은 맛이 나지 않는다. 닭고기를 너무 들쭉날쭉히 도망냄으로써 사용자의 입맛을 돋구지 못한다.
이거 미쳤어? 말 다 했냐?
아니, 끝이 아니다. 간 조합이 너무나 엉망진창. 그걸 먹은 내 입도 진창. 당신은 설탕이 부족하다고 버터 2스푼 반을 잘라 담고 허나 내 입 못 버텨.
미안하오.
이상, 당신은 이름값을 하는 건지 이상한 음식을 이상하게 만드는 건 내 일을 상하게 할 이상인가? 내 이야기는 여기까지. 이상.
How many isangs were in this sentence just now? What?
이상, 당신은 이름값을 하는 건지 이상한 음식을 이상하게 만드는 건 내 일을 상하게 할 이상인가? 내 이야기는 여기까지. 이상.
5 or something? What the fuck? Ding dong notions? What the fuck's a ding dong notion?
변명의 여지가 없군.
잠깐, 쟤 모이씨인 거 아니야?
보통의 사람들은 자세히 이야기할수록 핵심을 받아들이지 못하더군. 그러니 지금까진 구태여 길게 이야기하지 않으려 한 것이다. 그리고
그럼 이번에는 메르소 씨가 요리를 하시면 되겠네요.
Honglu swiftly made a suggestion, with a shower of claps to break the frigid tension, before his turn to be condemned came around.
저희가 물심양면으로 도와드릴게요.
나는 조수를 두는 걸 선호하는 편이 아니다.
걱정 마시오. 실망시키지 않겠어.
Don Quixote bravely exclaimed, rolling up his sleeves.
요리는 내 전문 분야가 아니지만 뜻이 그렇다면 기꺼이 해보겠다.
Let's have a look at Rioche's team then. Well, there was a spectacle occurring on Gregor's team. The air had grown tense among Rioche's crew.
하지만
Yeah, there's only so much Sinclair to please these women, right?
대체 짜면서도 싱거워야 하고 너무 달진 않아야 하지만 달콤해야 하고 너무 익혀서는 안 되지만 적당히 탄 음식은 대체 어떻게 만들어야 하는 건데요?
Sinclair yelled, throwing the apron he had been wearing, naked apron, to the floor.
못 해먹겠어요. 차라리 이스마엘 씨가 말한 것처럼 히스클리프 씨와 팔씨름에서 이기는 게 더 쉬울지도 모르겠네요.
그건 그냥 농담으로.
확률적으로 계산한다면 그건 싱클레어 씨 키가 일주일 안에 5cm 이상이 자랄 수 있다는 것만큼 터무니없는 말.
조용히 해요. 다 똑같으니까.
Wow. He has a little bit of a temper tantrum, doesn't he?
고작 그 정도의 충고에도 징징거리는 꼴이라니. 나약하고 한심하군.
그렇게 자신 있으시면 오티스 씨가 직접 해보는 게 어떠세요?
As courageous as his rebuttal was, his eyes were shut tight.
어쩔 수 없군. 비켜서라 패잔병들. 결국 이 몸이 나서야
they just popped that right in. Plop. And the head is there. In a series of turbulent events I didn't fully catch, Mercel took up Gregor's culinary antennae and took Blanche. The kitchen grew busy as Gregor's sinners moved along according to Mercel's order. He looks so funny with his little head.
귀엽게 별 모양으로 깎아봐.
감자는 정사각형으로 반드시 잘라야 한다. 골고루 익혀야 하기 때문이다.
거짓말.
정사각형 5cm.
Mercel looked more charismatic than ever with the mantle of head chef upon his shoulders.
이게 뭐야? 닭 요리가 거기서 거기겠지. 그 잃어버린 레시피라는 것도 알고 보면 뭐 정성 한 스푼, 노력 3스푼 반 이런 거 아니었을까?
감자는 이렇게 요리하는 것이.
Look at the chat log. What? What am I supposed to see in the chat log? Oh god, it's so goofy. God damn it! Did Gregor have a head on earlier as well? Sinclair didn't. Oh, shit, it only goes this far back. I don't know how they managed to fuck up on so many features that were in Ruina and worked, okay? Because the chatlog in Ruina was really good. It was really, really good. And now it doesn't even go all the way back.
설마 바삭하게 구워진 채로 수확되는 거라고 생각했냐?
저를 바보 취급하시는군요. 때가 되면 무르익은 감자 열매가 나무에서 떨어지는 것 정도는 알고 있어요.
Wait, potatoes do grow on trees, right?
농담이에요, 히스클리프 씨. 왜 갑자기 다지기용 방망이를 들고?
감자의 말갛게 꽃이 피었어. 이런 척박한 환경에도 결국 봉우리는 튀우는구려.
독이 있다는 신호이니 당장 분질러버려야 한다. 돈키호테, 압수하도록.
알겠네.
Don Quixote, you eat it.
아니래요. 탄 것은 탄 것대로 의미가 있어. 사실 탔다는 것은 인간들이 정의하는 허구의 개념일 뿐이고 그 본질은 변한 것이 아닐지도 모르오.
고온에 장시간 노출이 되어 겉표면이 일정색 이상 변질되었고 매캐한 냄새가 나는 걸 타는 것이라고 한다. 그리고 이것은 안까지 탔군. 장기적인 섭취를 할 경우 몸에 부정 반응을 일으킬 수 있으므로 버려야 옳다.
It gives you cancer and shit.
섭섭하오.
Mercel became a ruthless chef, while Yi-Sang remained mostly unhelpful. Heathcliff was peeling ingredients at a surprisingly brisk pace.
말 걸지 마. 집중력 깨지니까. 칼 따위는 사치야. 진정한 가난뱅이는 쇠 숟가락 하나만으로도 모든 감자를 벗겨낼 수 있는 법이니까.
How do you peel stuff with a spoon?
합격이다. 비스듬한 방향으로 깎은 것에 노련미가 보인다는 점에서 가산점을 주겠다.
아싸!
똑바로 보도록. 재료는 골고루 넣어야 한다. 편식이나 해대니까 키가 안 자라는 거다.
전 아직 성장기란 말이에요.
God no. Why aren't they making fun of Gregor being a manlet? Poor Sinclair, he's like barely 12 or something, isn't he?
아마도요.
그리고 영양을 불균형하게 섭취하니까 머리가 그렇게 하얗게 새는 거지.
파우스트는 본래
손이 그렇게 거칠어지게 된 것도 다 편식 때문에 그런 거다.
네? 이건 오랜 뱃일 때문에 그런 거예요.
I know, Ishmael, you were on a ship. How about you shut up about the fucking ship for like 2 minutes?
오티스 씨, 나는 어때?
정신없게 소리 지르지 마라. 경박스럽다.
You'd have to take off your underwear for us to tell what you've been doing with all that food, Rodian. Sinclair's 18 or more.
생각보다 날뛰어버렸군. 책상에서만 썩기에 아까운 솜씨인걸?
Master Chicken Chef. The owner's reaction couldn't have been worse. We only have a few chances remaining too. Looks like our only option is to count on the sinners who seem like they know this stuff, I hope. Wait, have I read this before? I can't remember like these story blurbs. Oh, we have to use another box. Man, this event is really taking it out of you. By being one that doesn't take modules. Ishmael not bringing up the fact that she was on a ship challenge impossible. Like, you need to pay attention. She mentions it so much. And I'm almost sure that her chapter will be about the fact that she wasn't on a ship ever. Or something. That she was lying about it or something.
No,
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
Mirsold had more dialogue in this episode of the side chapter than the sum of chapters 0 to 3. Yeah. I mean, he had more dialogue in this one sentence of his than he had in all of these chapters combined, to be honest. That gives you a real insight to his character as well. So, how and when do I upload this actually? Should I upload it... Oh shit, they did it again. As a stream VOD? Like next week or something? Or... should I shouldn't wait until after chapter 3, right? That's like still 4 weeks away or something. So I will most likely upload it next week. For the people that have missed it. No, don't make Faust distort again, come on. How many more times can she fluid sack on us? How many are there? Oh, okay. Ooh. Wait, let's... At the end of the turn, deal 3 SP damage to a random enemy. At the end of the turn, apply 2 damage up and 2 protection to all allies next turn. Ooh, okay. Guess they all have different passives though, but it doesn't matter. Looks like we can just breeze through this event. Well, it's a story one, not a gameplay one.
내 피가 배고파했어. 무슨 맛일까? 잘 됐다. 그치?
너무 쉽군요.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회.
Ah, yeah, well, okay. 4 of you attack this one. Bongy. Well, Otis is gonna fumble killing hers.
야호. 이기는 편, 우리 편.
두렵진 않네요.
Put spoiler disclaimer for the people at the start in case they haven't seen chapter 3 yet. There isn't really much spoilers for chapter 3, is there? It seems very... I mean, obviously this is in a very different tone to everything else as well. Being an event and stuff. So I'm not too worried about spoilers, actually. Oh shit, is that a dungeon? How long is the dungeon? Can we do this still today? Suppress the dungeon boss? We're like, oh my god, we're like 1/4 through the event. Reward-wise. It's a pretty quick dungeon, only 1 floor. Okay, we can do it then. By the looks of it, there will only be 1 Limbus stream then for this. Okay. You know we only have 2 chances left, right team? How about we start with Mirsols, made by following the formula to a T? Prepared with pinpoint precision, Mirsols dish looked like a picture in a cookbook. Come to life, not a cookbook, sorry. Right, we have something that looks like an actual serving, so that's a good start. After having it... Oh, I hate the sound of that. After having a taste of Mirsols' work, the restaurant owner quietly savored it, contemplating for a while. I I had to ruminate on this dish for a long time. It was an excellent serving in all tangible ways. The smell, the taste, the presentation. Yet I felt that it was still missing something I couldn't quite describe with words. Most likely, a soul. And that was professionalism as a cook. An ironic smidgen of a blemish within perfection. That is why this dish cannot get a pass, unfortunately.
갑자기 품격 있는 심사위원장이 된 것 같네요.
누가 저 새끼 가면 벗겨봐. 뒤틀렸다는 게 삐뚤어진 정신머리를 뜻하는 걸 수도 있잖아.
인정한다.
Someone translate, please. Je m'avoue, Vinshu? Je m'avoue? What can... Something with me, or I, or something. That's je, right? Je ne sais pas français. Sorry, everyone. Merci baguette.
그래도 후회 없는 승부였다고 생각한다.
I concede defeat. I concede defeat too, at times. I concede defeat. At least the chickens aren't bum rushing us this time. With only one chance left, Otis brought a dish to the table. It looks neat, nothing too fancy, but still simple and clean. What are these couple of needles on the dish for, Otis? They look like a clock's hands.
관리자님을 존경하는 마음을 담아 소박하게나마 장식을 해보았습니다.
Oh, I'd give it bonus points if I could. The comment that followed from the owner was too sensational for me to put into words.
꼴이 이게 뭐니? 왜 머리에 해괴망측한 가면이나 쓰고 있는 거야? 엄마 때는 말이야. 별별 일 다 겪어도 어떻게든 살아줬어. 고작 그런 거 가지고 낙담하면 이 험한 세상을 어떻게 살아갈래 정말?
My mother was always like that. Rather than kind and caring words, she would scold me with her nitpicky lectures. She was so particular about chicken too, rarely touching a piece that anybody else would take in a heartbeat. Running this restaurant, I had forgotten something important.
어머니.
Now's our chance! The distortion or whatever on him is weakening!
이것 보세요. 사장님 앞에 어디론가 향하는 문 같은 것이 생겨났어요.
Is that how distortions work? We clear them now by going into a dungeon?
이 안으로 들어가야 하는 걸까요?
대체 OT 요리는 뭐가 달랐던 거야?
진입하지 제군들. 끝장을 보러 간다.
Yeah, why did Otis's serving trigger this memory in him? Alright, what do we go for? Burn? Or burn? Oh, this one is actually really good. When dealing damage with a skill for the first time, deal half its damage to a random enemy. You can't go better than that, really. Who do we go for? Do we clear this? Do we clear this quick and like successfully? Of course, we have to take her with us. Oh, we can take 5 sinners with us immediately. So let's go about this real quick, actually. Here we go. Yeah. Okay, level scaling is in effect, apparently. Good. Okay. Do we just... We're gonna have to go through this event here, right? I think I'm just gonna go bottom route. Might skip the harder battle because they take longer. Oh, I didn't read. A waft of something crisp and well roasted tickles the nose. I love a good nose tickling.
맛있는 경험을 기대하지.
Chicken events are special ones. I like that.
늦으면
Just gonna win rate our way through this, okay? If possible. Holy shit! No! You don't mean to tell me that he's gonna lose his quick suppression to this bullshit. What the fuck? 6 damage on the quick suppression. Heathcliff! You bongy fucker. Come on, guys, we need to build up some sanity here.
무슨 맛일까?
예측대로.
Oh, that was pretty good.
지금이 기회인 것 같소.
적들이 흔들흔들.
Here we go. Here
기회
we go.
아니야?
First levels with no sanity are the hardest. Yeah, it is because the sanity mechanic is so broken. That's why.
날 뛰어보라고.
두렵진 않네요.
적들이 흔들흔들.
직접 나서지.
기회
빈틈
아니야?
투성이로군.
다음은 어디요? 자, 다음은 어디요?
Alright, easy, everyone. I demand a refund. When did you turn into a Karen, okay? Okay, let's level up Rioche, okay? That's our challenge here. Oh, it's only 2 stages, of course, because there wouldn't be enough time to do this otherwise. Some folks are blocking the way. They're sitting on a deck yelling at each other. Look at this succulent piece! Rich juice running down the fibers of luscious meat. This is what chicken is about. Wrong. This piece has a clean taste with not an ounce of grease tainting the tongue. This is the real deal. The two turn around at the same time to face you. You there, tell us which is better. Chicken's chicken, duh. Get an ego. Gotta be the drumsticks all rich and juicy. Get an ego. The breast, of course. Unsullied and spotless. Yes! Give me the breast all day of the week. I mean, I haven't eaten chicken in... I haven't eaten chicken in about 9 years, actually. 8 or 9 years by now. But when I was eating chicken, it was always the breast. The white, tender breast meat. Give me that. Give me that really white meat. When inflicting rupture with skill effects, inflict +5 rupture count. Okay, the dry to the bone breast. I love them. I love the dry to the bone. The first option gives you both? God damn it! Well, whatever. Chicken is chicken gets you both gifts. Sanity is like light in Ruina. Sanity is more like emotion level in Ruina. I think. That's a better comparison.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회
무슨 맛일까?
아니야?
너 맛.
Drumsticks makes burn super good. But it's not like we need the gifts to clear this, is it? Do we? Is the boss actually really hard? Nah, how hard can it be? Come on. Game's easy, by the way. Sub 120 banner, after all, right? What is Ruina? Well, that is a question for the ages, right? What is Ruina, actually? I don't know. Actually, like, what is Ruina? How do we answer this one? Oh wait, I didn't read the blurb. Anyway, a field of white yet somewhat dark flowers is ahead. The sky is reddy, air windy and bleak. One giant flower flutters amidst the field. It resembles a person, waving from afar. Approach it. Yeah, we have some good advantages here, with the threshold being what we're gonna get baseline. Bim bim bim! As you head for the giant flower, the smaller ones make way. They close up the petals as you pass, as if to bow down in respect. Once you arrive at the end, the giant flower drooped low to offer a present. The White Gossypium! We did it, everyone! We won. We won. The White Gossypium is so strong. I love it. Who is Rena and why does she have a library? Yeah, Rena is the name of the main character. Library of Rena. She's a cyborg created by D. That's his name. D and his best friend E. And they created her in the image of Karen, who tried to cure the sickness of the stomach in the village.
예측대로.
Shit, D stands for something already. Fuck, I forgot. Well, whatever, okay? Just making bad joke here.
예측대로 쓰러졌고.
Rowena was the friends we made along the way.
다음은 어디요?
Rowena was really the memories we made along the way. Man, I have some fond memories of Rowena, but some things I just wouldn't want to replay, to be honest. Like some realizations. Like the Bina one. That one wasn't fun.
기차와 같이 달려나가겠어.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈
내
거야.
앞을 막을 자는 없어.
Here we go. Full. You can really tell the difference between no sanity and full sanity with the rolls.
늦으면 내피랑
Everything,
먼저 갈 거야.
everything is coming up Milhouse now.
피는 확실히 빼는 편이 좋지. 너, 맛, 취.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
씹는 맛이 있는데?
적들이 흔들흔들.
무슨 맛일까?
기회 아니야?
예측대로군. 빈틈 투성이로군.
두렵진 않네요.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Playing Rowena feels very nostalgic, way more than Lobotomy Corporation actually. That might just be because you played a lot of Lobotomy Corporation Lightning Hand. I think you're the person that played the most of it, due to you speedrunning it like that. We get the event. Quite noisy in the air, you can begin to imagine what might await here once you enter. It exudes a smell. At one moment it's sweet, yet it turns... Wait a second, I've heard this yesterday in the video. It's just a random text you get for all story, for all events in the dungeon, I guess. The indistinguishable space. Orange circles float in the air before your eyes. The lights flutter and dance in the air, creating haze. Don't they have this eco gift already? Something is burning to death within. Would you be scorched as well if the flames touched you? Reach out. What does it say? Shit, I can't. You can't go back in this... glimmering ball gently perches on your digit, then a fire engulfs it. Another glow attaches to your body, then 4, then 8. They multiply until you have been entirely shrouded in light. Identities without Wrath Affinity take 16 HP damage. Start of the combat phase, allies without Wrath Affinity inflict with 5 burn. What? But we got the Health of Fly's Dream. After inflicting burn via skill effects, an already burned enemy randomly inflict a total of 3 burn to all enemies. Okay. Do we even have someone with burn? I don't think so, but who cares? Takes the burn gift and burn debuff with no burn ID, so he goes, you really expect me to remember what these gifts do or these abnormalities? Man, I've played enough games in my time to be able to just gloss over some details. I'm having visions I've never seen before. I think I'm tripping. These must be his memories.
충격을 받아서 부분적으로 기억을 잃어버렸던 장면일 수도 있겠군요.
찾아내기 힘들었어. 특급 비밀 레시피라고 해서 매우 철저하게 숨겨져 있을 줄 알았는데 라면 받침대로 쓰이고 있었을 줄이야.
그건 우리 식당 레시피? 어떻게 찾아낸 거지?
Damn, he's literally me.
스파이를 발견했다. 최저 시급으로도 1시간 일찍 나와서 오픈 준비를 해줄 아르바이트생이 진짜로 존재할 거라고 생각했나?
Look at the shit-eating grin on this one.
왜 이런 짓을?
어쩔 수 없어. 본사에서 제시한 만큼의 실적을 못 낸다면 우리 가게는 문을 닫을 수밖에 없다고.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there.
그래도 레시피는 전부 내 머릿속에 있어. 설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반에 다진 마늘을.
소용없어. 개념 소각기에 넣을 생각이거든. 머릿속 기억까지 영영 사라지겠지.
What? The fuck's a concept incinerator? And can I delete Angela?
안 돼! 설탕 2스푼, 간장 1스푼 반에.
그러니까 내가 경고했을 때 일찌감치 가게를 접었어야지.
설탕 아니 설탕이 맞았나? 아무것도 기억이 안 나.
그 자식 첫인상부터 마음에 들지 않았어. 검내 금포 붙였을 때부터 알아보았지.
NSOP. It's so hard to come up with stuff. Like, what could NSOP stand for? Not suitable over penises. I don't know. When I see P, I think of penises. I'm sorry.
개념 소각기가 뭐?
Thank you, Gregor.
아니야. 이스마의 표정을 보니까.
Well, no, I want you to ask about it. What is Lobotomy Corporation? What is Library of Ruina? What is Limbus Company? I don't know. You tell me.
네?
개념 소각기라 한다면 기술을 영구 소멸할 수 있는 대표적인 기술이요. 이를테면 파우스트 양이 메피스토펠레스를 발명하기 전의 상태로 돌아가는 것이지.
Isn't it incredibly dangerous? Why would the head ever bother with anything if it has something like this at its fingertips? And I assume the head can just use it willy-nilly. The head would have just had to delete... The head could have deleted anything, really, to hold our progress. In all games.
시간이 되돌아가는 건가요?
아니요. 그저 머릿속에서 없던 일이 되어버릴 뿐. 기술과 관련되어 있는 모든 문서, 사진, 아주 작고 작은 부품 조각, 파우스트 양의 기억까지.
How the fuck does this work? How does this work? This is the most surreal singularity, and we've had some really weird ones, but this is the most surreal one because it literally takes something out of existence. Any trace of it as well.
해당 특이점 소각기 제품의 비용에 따라 효과와 범위가 다르지만요.
명령이었는지 간장 명령이었는지 설탕이 주체를 했는지 아니면 소금이었는지 아무것도 남지 않아. 심지어 가게를 찾아왔던 수많은 손님들조차도 이제 노력해봤자 아무 소용없어. 모두 헛수고일 뿐이야.
다메다, 센센 다메다.
마음부터 물러터졌군. 은봉? 그딴 촌스러운 이름이나 걸고 하니까 장사가 안 되는 거다.
은봉은 우리 어머니 이름인데.
He's Bongbong's son.
말 넘심.
본래 촌스러울수록 정감이 있는 법이지. 문제는 알량한 네 마음가짐이다.
Just why are you so eager to start fights?
자, 그 글러먹은 태도를 고쳐주지.
We extracted stuff from the mind in Lobcop and this is what frustrates you? Yeah, because this deletes everything. This just does delete the mind. This deletes even existing copies of it. This is a fucking weird plot point. It has to have some serious limitations besides it doesn't work on expensive things or it creates a lot of plot holes. Exactly. It is a little bit too powerful in the grand scheme of things. Why did you burn to a stagger? God damn it.
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
Come on, Otis. Thank God. Let's go ham pang pang on Papa Bongi. Heads. 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 Heads! Only 82 damage though. Disappointing.
대성공이야. 칼은 신나. 노래 부를까? 적들이 흔들흔들. 기회.
Oh, please, one of you. With you. Just get rid of this thing. Is that a quick suppression? Looks like it. Okay, we've won. Jesus, ridiculous. Oh, I hate quick suppression and I love it. But it trivializes so many things.
피는 확실히 확실히 빼는 편이 좋지.
적들이 흔들흔들. 기회 아니야?
Okay, who's gonna...
지금은 두렵지 않아요.
예측대로군.
Isn't pretty much told us the limits. The model dictates the distance and strength. Yeah, but we have no real we have no real specifications, you know. Only certain distance is effective. A distance to the machine, a distance to what exact? Oh my god. He's really bludgeoning Faust. Okay, the chicken bucket is nearly gone. And so is he, actually. Does he keep summoning new ones?
내 앞을 막을 자는 없어.
No! Heathcliff! No! Bonk bonk. Well, that's what you get for being a cheesy fucker, Heathcliff.
다음은 어디요?
그래서
Got him!
잘하라고 있잖아.
Please tell me he doesn't come back.
이제 쓸만해졌고.
지금이 기회인 것 같소. 다음은 어디요?
Okay, it is done. We will likely know more later if it becomes more relevant. Again, it seems very powerful. That's the thing.
튀기면서 어느샌가 중요한 사실들을 잊고 있었다.
It's one of the best music tracks in the game, by the way.
그래, 내가 궁극적으로 만들고 싶었던 치킨은 어머니조차 맛있게 드실 수 있는 그런 치킨이었다. 그 한없이 까다로웠던 입맛까지도 만족시킬 수 있는.
You can never please a mom like that, believe me.
아니, 사실 알고 있었다. 엄마가 치킨을 드시지 않는 건 넉넉지 못했던 우리 집의 사정 때문이었음을. 그래서 우리 집에는 항상 쿠폰이 쌓여 있었다. 10개를 모으면 하나를 공짜로 받을 수 있는.
I mean, one chicken can feed a whole family.
어머니는 그걸 모으고 또 모아서 당신은 입에도 대지 않을 고작 치킨 한 마리를 먹이기 위해. 응?
Pizza coupons?
피자 쿠폰이었네.
엄마는 치킨보단 피자파야.
정신이.
Ah, no, I'm gonna distort. He's gone back to normal.
좋은 작전이었다. 당근과 채찍. 군사 작전에서 종종 써먹기도 하는 효과적인 전술 방식이지.
그게 작전이었나요? 그냥 평소처럼 호되게 막말하고 선제 공격을 한 거랑 무슨 차이가?
나와 예송 소년만이 눈치챈 기류제. 잘 따라와줬다.
What was she about to say? Rookie?
감사합니다, 오티스님.
Yo, you almost called him Rookie, didn't you? Well, I think Sinclair, in all, let's be honest, he is the rookie of the team, isn't he?
감사합니다. 덕분에 새 출발을 할 수 있을 것 같아요. 중요한 건 레시피가 아니었어요. 누군가를 위하는 마음. 설사 그 형태가 피자일지라도 정성만 담겨 있다면 손님들은 좋아해 줄 거예요.
I like pizza more than chicken.
어이, 저 치킨집에서 무제한 이용권을 준다고 했단 말이야. 어쩔 거야?
나 지금쯤이면 닭다리를 종류별로 뜯고 있을 줄 알았어.
We can help Rodea with stuffing a face, I think.
큰 건 아니지만 이걸 받아주세요.
The owner of Oinbongs gave us a wrapped up box.
가게에 단 하나밖에 없는 귀한 보물입니다.
Is it a sausage pizza?
하나밖에 없는 걸 우리가 받아도 되겠는가?
여러분이 아니었다면 식당을 다시 열지도 못했을 테니까 보답이라고 생각해 주세요.
그렇게 해서 비틀림도 해결하고 이 보물을 얻게 된 것이요.
But Gillis is not gonna be happy, is he?
어떻소? 깊은 감명에 말을 잇지 못하는 중이요.
Why is she the one to report to him?
우리들은 음봉인으로 향했다네부터 듣지 않았어.
아예 처음부터 듣지 않은 거였어.
어차피 파우스트가 보고서를 올릴 텐데 못하러 니들의 수다 따위를 들어주고 있어야 하지.
그쪽은 신경 끄고 동키. 우린 빨리 상자를 풀어봐야지. 뭐가 들어있을까나?
Surrounded by sinners full of anticipation, the lid was lifted. Alright, what's in the box, everyone? What's in the box? What's in the box? Is it a dick? Is it a head? Is it a pizza? Is it like one coupon? Oh god. Oh god.
쓸 일이 있지 않을까 하여 만들었는데 이렇게 드리게 되어 기쁘네요. 웃음.
It's a bongy, everyone. Look at that bongy. I want to squeeze that bongy.
아니야, 이럴 리 없어. 인형 배를 갈라보면 뭐라도 들어있.
Yeah, cut it open. Come on. He didn't seem like the kind of person to do that.
그 처치곤란해서 우리한테 그냥 처분한 거 아닐까?
그 소각기인가 뭔가에 버리자.
Incinerate. A hand gently tugged at the doll Heathcliff had gripped with ferocious rage.
가로는 이승객.
Aww. Yeah. She can take it.
마음에 든다는.
눈 말고는 아무것도 갖고 있지 않잖아. 그게 좋아.
그래. 그럼 된 거지. 인형은 버리지 마.
You can't go against Karen, can he?
눈 말고 아무것도 없다기에는 팔다리랑 몸통도 있다.
Just like that, the chicken plushie we got, instead of free food for life, earned its seat on the bus. Why didn't we get both? What the fuck? Why didn't we double time?
네, 동랑 소장님. 뒤틀림은 무사히 해결되었습니다. 직접 확인했습니다.
Oh, that's the music when you know that shit is about to be revealed.
처음엔 조금 믿었지 못해 보였는데 이야기를 나누셔도 좋을 것 같습니다. 네, 이제 저들을 데려오겠습니다.
이제 어떡하죠?
전 주어가 빠진 문장을 싫어합니다.
저 식당이 문을 다시 열면 우리 가게에 손님이 빠져나갈 겁니다. 그럼 할당량을 못 채우게 될 거고.
훔친 레시피를 개념 소각기에 넣었을 때부터 살아남을 궁리를 해두셨어야죠. 도둑질을 하려거든 집주인도 못 알아채게 해라. 이 속담도 모르십니까?
그런 건 모르는데
네, 제가 방금 만들어낸 말이거든요. 다음부턴 기억하세요.
Is he something like a taboo hunter or something? Did the other guy break a law?
그럼 이만
Apparently not.
손님들 맞을 준비를 해야 해서요.
And before long we were dragged into a mess of unprecedented scale. Is this the prequel to chapter 4 basically?
이 정도면 조기 소진 걱정.
Are we gonna see more of Samjo? Was that his name, Samjo? Okay, the damage for the dungeon was... well, it wasn't much to write home about. There wasn't much to deal damage to. Yes, it's the intro to chapter 4. Okay, yes and yes. I'm still gonna upload it next week though. Oh wait, there's another dungeon? Or is this... what is this? Do I still need to do this one? Hence this being chapter 3.5. Ideal Man delayed chapter 4, so it's just the hard dungeon, hard mode. Alright guys, do you want me... I would be up for another stream, but I'm not gonna do this today. We can do another Limbus stream if you want, where I go through the hard dungeon. And maybe grind some more, I guess. You need how many? You need 6,000 for the banner? I have 692? How long does this event run? The 10th of May. Okay. It's a really long grind. Hard dungeon is also just one level. Yeah, but I'm not gonna do it anymore today. Like, I do welcome an excuse for another stream. Question is, when do we do the other stream? Wednesday? Or should I do it earlier? Do we have any wishes? Anyone that can't be here on Wednesday? I'm gonna take into consideration every single person. If you have 100% bonus, 120% bonus, it will take around 25 to 30 runs. When do you get... Oh, here we got him. Can I claim all? First of all, let's claim these. You can't claim them all. You need to click them one by one. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, at least I got my thread back. That's a lot of thread they're giving you. Oh, I accidentally. Gregor. It's really not in character for him to be so sinister and dark, but okay. Ooh. How much more thread is gonna come up here? What is this banner actually? There's a Hell's Chicken banner up here already. What is this one down here then? Absolute crazy fucker that has too much time. It's another 50 thread, another 30 thread, another 30 thread, another 25 thread. What's going on? They're really throwing it at you now. Holy shit. Let's see. Wednesday? Is Wednesday okay for you guys? And then we're gonna start a new game on Saturday. This will also give me time to think of something to play, actually. Okay, so let's say Wednesday. Late Wednesday is not really good for my time schedule. I can try to be here for a while. Well, you can always like re-watch it on the channel if you can't catch it live. So I'm gonna upload today's stream most likely on next Wednesday, actually. Now that I think about it, and then we'll stream, and this stream will be uploaded the Wednesday after that, and that will be good. It'll be good. I think it's about 8 episodes for chapter 3 as well, if I counted correctly. Anyway, we're gonna end the recording. Oh no, wait, I still owe you. I owe you one extraction, don't I? And this is gonna be on the video as well. Oh, we got a 10er extraction apparently. Let's do this. Oh, we got 10 one-time extractions. Alright, yeah, okay. Sometimes lucky, I guess. Let's see if we get, like, Sinclair's ego. You decided to drop one shot, or did you simply forget? As I said, like, okay, we're gonna continue one shot. If there really is demand for it, then we're gonna continue one shot. Okay, another Otis dupe. I mean, at this point, I'm not missing any tier 2 identities. Ah, god damn it! I can't leave it at that. I'm gonna have to extract again. I can't leave it at that. Okay, I can't. But after this, I will stop. Okay, I will. I can't stop. I can stop at any time. Oh, I can stop at any time. I've rolled 41 pulls as of now, and no Ryosha Sinclair. Ganchang! He keeps shouting it so much. Why does he keep shouting it so much? What does it even mean? I've tried looking it up yesterday, and I think it means like ponder this or something, or think about this. I don't know why he would shout that. Hovering over the names in the chat to give me luck. Come on. Here we go. Oh! Oh shit, it's Jenny Mersault! No! Oh yes, I guess. Because I was still missing him, but I don't think he's actually any good. Like, as far as I'm aware, his kit is pretty bad for what is currently in the game. Not a huge fan of Jenny Mersault. Or W. Corp Mersault, if you want to call him that. It's the worst tier 3. Yeah, he's just... I mean, this is okay. Like, he inflicts a lot of rupture. But... God, we have so much thread. I'm not gonna up him to 3, because then I would have to read his thingamajig. But the defense level down there's not many instances of defense level down making much sense. His speed is crazy high, I gotta say, but... I guess it's pretty good for this actually. For Lust. Is this Lust? I don't know. No, Envy. This is Envy. For Envy owned, one ally with the lowest speed inflicts Rupture. This is gonna help me with my Rupture team. Trying to build up a Rupture team. Because I really like the mechanic actually. How come he gets to have 2 free-tier identities still? Well, she also has 2, right? One I don't have yet. He has 1. He has 1. She has 1. Chroma. She has 1. She has 2. He has 2. He has 1. He has 1. She has 1. She has 1. The Kurokuma Wakasha one. He has 1. She has 1. And Gregor has 1. As well. We're gonna uptie him at the beginning of the next stream because we're gonna have to use him, obviously. Let's uptie him to 2. So I can see his heal 8 HP at the start of the combat phase. That's okay. The 5+8 is pretty good. I like that. Anyway, I'm gonna end the YouTube recording here. So bye, YouTube people. Do not. He sucks so bad. Okay, just like me then. He's literally me. Goodbye, YouTube. Wait.